It's a vast, strange land. Its canyons and mountain ranges almost entirely unexplored, its creatures like something out of myth. From what we know, it's beautiful, stretching more than 1,000 miles from Savage Seamount across Three Kings Ridge, past swamp forests and volcanoes to the southern slopes. Pigeons feed on cabbage trees in Zealandia, whales have beaks, and peanut worms crawl above lightless abysses. In the last fraction of its long history, a relatively small band of humans has settled Zealandia's greatest mountain peaks, which they call the islands of New Zealand. This place exists, though most of the 2 million square miles lie beneath the Pacific Ocean. That shouldn't prejudice us against its significance, scientists argue in a paper that calls Zealandia Earth's hidden continent. The large and the obvious in natural science can be overlooked, the researchers said in a newly published study in the Geological Society of America's journal. As measured by human landmarks, Zealandia encompasses New Zealand and the island of New Caledonia about 1,500 miles to the north. It stretches beyond both and is two-thirds the size of Australia. It would have been immediately recognized as a continent, the researchers argue, if Earth's peaks and valleys had first been mapped in the same way as those of Mars and Venus with no pesky water to obscure the truth of rocks. If we could pull the plug on the oceans, it would be clear to everyone we have mountain chains and a big high-standing continent above the ocean crust, lead author Nick Mortimer, a New Zealand government geologist, told Reuters. Instead, the researchers say, Zealandia has been written off for decades as an amalgam of continental fragments and slivers, the wreckage of an ancient supercontinent, Gondwana, which disintegrated when dinosaurs walked the Earth. We know Gondwana's orphan survivors as Africa, South America, Australia and Antarctica.